Hi guys, congratulations on making it to the 2025 Kids Healthy Cooking Competition. My name is Brea and I'm going to be showing you a quick and easy recipe for this year's theme, Pasta Party. You don't have to do this recipe. We are going to have an assortment of ingredients for you guys to get as creative as you want. So this one is going to be one of my favorites that I like to do. I make it a different way each time that I do it. We're going to start with some olive oil in the pan. It's probably about a tablespoon, maybe two. I'll start with that. And then I will go in and I will chop up my cherry tomatoes. I'm going to do 8 this time. And I just like to half them. So I know a lot of you have done the healthy cooking in the classroom, so you're aware of how to chop your veggies. That is one thing that you will be graded on by the judges, so make sure to practice that at home. And always put the safety first when you're doing that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put those in my pan. And then I let those go in there for about 2 minutes or so. I don't put the garlic in quite yet, just because I don't want it to burn. I will also usually add fresh basil. They didn't have it at the store this time, so I had to buy the dry basil, but that's okay too. I also like my food a little bit spicy, so I'm gonna add some red pepper flakes. You can add as little or as many as you want. The thing with red pepper flakes is the longer they cook, the spicier it'll get. So start with a little bit and you can always add more towards the end. Okay, I'm going to add that basil now. I'm not a huge fan of measuring, but if I had to, I'd say that's probably about half a teaspoon of basil, the dry basil. If I'm doing basil, like the fresh basil, I'll probably do 1 to 2 fresh basil leaves and then just chop it up really finely. And I do like to let that cook and marinate in the olive oil. And then we will have pasta pre-cooked for you guys, so you won't have to worry about boiling that up. I did cook up a little bit more of 1 serving, so I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil just so that can coat all of the noodles once it's done. A lot of you are probably thinking this is more of a plain pasta. I am going to add some cheese at the end, and sometimes I will add chicken as well. When I do add that chicken, I like to squeeze a lemon on there too. That gives it some more flavor. I'm not going to add any of that protein today, but that is something I do like to add as well. Okay, I'm going to let those tomatoes cook for probably 2 to 3 more minutes before I toss in that pasta, or actually before I toss in that garlic, and then we'll toss in the pasta. Okay guys, I'm going to be adding in that garlic now. The reason I always wait to add in the garlic is because if it burns, it tends to get like a bitter taste. It's not always the best. And I always only let this cook for like a minute or two till it's fragrant. Sometimes when your head is right above the pan, it's usually fragrant right away. That's why I usually go by the minute mark. Okay. Now this is where we will have that pre-cooked pasta for you guys. We're gonna have a few different options for you to choose from. The key with the competition is it has to be a warmed pasta dish. So we'll have hot plates for you guys, and then we'll provide you with pans as well. You also have all of your utensils, so don't worry about bringing any of that. Basically, you'll have everything you need, so just show up and be ready to cook. Alrighty, while I mix this in, there's going to be 3 judges, so you'll have to prepare 3 dishes and have those plated up for them. I know they're all very excited to see what you prepare. This pasta I cooked not too long ago. The pasta we'll have for you guys, I don't think it'll be too cold, so you shouldn't have to heat it up too much, but you'll be able to tell that once you get it over to your stations. Okay. Now myself, like many others, I'm a cheese lover, so I'll put some feta in the pan and mix it in with the pasta, and then once I plate it, I like to put it on top as well. One other thing I'll put on top is sometimes I'll save some of that shaved basil or the chopped basil, and then I'll add that on top with the feta. Okay, now I'll get ready to plate this up. Turn off my pan first. Make sure when you guys are practicing at home that you have your parents helping you and you are practicing those safe kitchen practices that you learned in healthy cooking in the classroom. So there's that, and then I'll put some feta on top, and then it's good to go. We look forward to seeing you guys this Saturday, and we're so excited to see what you come up with.